Hi everyone, welcome to another Scratch video update. I'm Rick Rose, also known as Rick Rose on Scratch.
And I am Eric, also known as Speak Visually on Scratch.
And welcome to episode 12.
Welcome to episode 12, it's been a while.
It's a dozen episodes.
That is very good, Rick Rose, it is a dozen episodes. And we're a little behind schedule. I think y'all were probably expecting this maybe 2 weeks ago. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
We've been
October.
busy. But we have an amazing episode 12 for you.
Yes,
So
let's
it's that.
jump in.
I think the first segment
Love
is
it.
Love It. Okay, cool, I remember that. So this is a section where we talk about projects, I don't know why I just clapped, projects that we loved in the community. And so one that I loved was it was sort of like an infomercial for a fake product, I think it's fake, and it's called Rudy Pets and Potato Cat. And so it's sort of like, I don't know.
It's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute. And so it's essentially a root vegetable that you have, so a potato, a beet, that you dress up like a pet. And it's like this really compelling 3-minute infomercial to buy your own, and I think it's wonderful, and we should all check it out.
So other thing we love is this project by Cinnabon Girl 13 called, it's a Thriller dance tutorial. So if you're not familiar with Thriller, it's this great music video by Michael Jackson, and there's these zombies coming out and they're doing this really awesome dance. But how to do it?
It's
no
hard.
problem, because Cinnabon Girl 13 created a project that takes you step by step.
Yeah.
It shows you what to do with every part of your body, and soon you can also join the Thriller dance.
They make it easy. Did I mention the first project, Rudy Pet, was by Musers23? Did I mention that?
I think so.
Just to mention it
Yeah,
again.
yes.
Anyways, 2 awesome projects that you should check out, and we have the links here in the forum description.
Cool. So
Then
now,
next, I'm gonna step back because I always get in your face.
Things to try.
So we got a lot of things to try. A lot of things to try. So we're coming up on Hour of Code. Now, what's
Yes.
Hour of Code?
It's a global event that
Global.
happens starting December 7th. And anyone who's really interested in getting started with coding or doing more coding activities can do this Hour of Code activity. And there's different tutorials to try. And we created some.
Yeah, guess who's participating? So Scratch, we have created some cool little Hour of Code activities. So one is on the homepage, known as the Scratch Design Studio, is the Alice in Wonderland 150th year
That's amazing.
anniversary. And so you can go ahead, we have some cool sprites you can use that are Alice in Wonderland themed. They're vector, so they're really easy to change and recolor and things like that. But you can do whatever you want as long as it's sort of Alice in Wonderland themed. So that's part of our Hour of Code stuff.
Another set are some tutorials you might have seen, like Animate Your Name or Dance Dance Dance. But we have a new set that builds on the We Bear Bears.
Okay.
It's a cartoon from Cartoon Network, and it's about these 3 bears, Grizzly, Panda, Ice Bear, and you can create your own hide and seek project using these 3 bears, but also kind of build on and use any of the other assets to create other projects.
I think there's actually a basketball tutorial with We Bear Bears as well.
Cool.
There's a lot of We Bear Bear stuff. It's a very cute show, and I'm so happy that it's part of Hour of Code. And so that we have a very, they're always special, but I think this is a very special message from the Scratch team. And so we're joining you in the middle of Members Week at the Media Lab. And so the Media Lab, I think we might have said this in an early episode, the Media Lab is sort of a bunch of research groups here at MIT.
One of which contains Lifelong Kindergarten, where Scratch is located.
And we're funded by some awesome companies, and those awesome companies come to visit us twice a year.
Yeah, twice a year, and they check out what we're up to, and it's a great opportunity to also just find out what's going on around the
Rick
media
Rose and
lab.
I like to go around as well, and we're not a company, unless the Scratch Video Update's a company, which is not.
And in a way, we decided to take along you through a tour of the lab, and so there's a few projects that we're going to highlight. We did this last time before, but we just did a Lifelong Kindergarten. This time we went to different research groups around the lab. So with that, let's jump in.
See you in a couple minutes. Bye.
Hi everyone, we're in the Changing Places research group, and I'm here with Ira, and he's going to tell us a little about his project.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to. So what we have here is a rapid prototyping interface for city planning. And we used tagged Lego objects. It's very low tech, just Legos. On the bottom there's a color code. But if we place it on our table, we can detect it in real time and then project information about that building onto the building. So what you see here is in yellow residential units of this building, and in red office units, and you can place it anywhere. So over here you see a whole line of residential housing that we built in a row, and if we run our simulation, you can actually see a heat map that tells us about walkability. And in red, you see areas where walkability is not so good, and in green, you see areas where walkability is better. And what you can say about this is if you live here in these green areas, you can walk to your job, you can walk to your amenities, you can get to where you need to without getting in a car. But in these areas here, if you live here, everything's pretty far away. So let's see if we can fix that using our little Lego model. I'm going to put some office buildings nearby, and some restaurants, and maybe a gym. And that makes this housing much more amenable to people who want to walk as a primary mode of transportation.
Cool.
Well, thanks for having us, Ira. We're going to keep walking around.
And then molded and casted them.
Hi again. So we're back at home base in Lifelong Kindergarten, and one last thing that we're going to show you is by Jennifer, who's right here.
Hey guys, so I'm working on a tool that makes it easier for you to draw with programming, but instead of programming with blocks or with text, we're programming by selecting objects. So this is a design I created by creating relationships between these different shapes that are copied, and I can do cool things like rotate it to get a different effect. I can move in and go in and modify the color of one of these objects, and I'll get this gradation and the pattern. And I can just experiment with different designs that I like until I get something that I think is cool. So this is an easy way to get started using programming to create cool patterns and shapes.
Thank you. Cool. So I think we're going to get back to it. Okay.
Welcome
Awesome.
back.
That
Pretty
was really
sweet.
cool.
Yeah,
It's always so inspiring to see the new things that are happening around the lab.
Absolutely.
So I think that ends our...
It's the end of the episode.
Yeah, we'll be back again, and
Episode 13 is coming
episode
up.
13.
Whoa. Okay.
Before the year ends.
Before the year
We'll
ends,
see you
episode
again.
13. Get ready.
Scratch
Bye, everyone.
on.
Scratch on.